kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this... even more exciting.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
The Razorbacks will try to pick it up on fourth down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Anthony. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score it.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of minutes.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Green. Working that left side now. And with that stop, we are headed for the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Got room at the 35. Just to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Anthony. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo pretty soon.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Green. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Myers on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's caught downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. That's caught. It's Hayden. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Green. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hobbs. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more score. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. The sure hands, it's Moore. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going downfield for the big play. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Clock sits at 15 seconds to play here in the first half. Probably time for 2, maybe 3 plays. They have it first and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Using his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Motion from the offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Anthony. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk play. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. The expressway is wide open. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will audible. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Razorbacks are in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
He leaves it with his back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough, and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. Scrambling away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Green. Quickly out to the tight end. Pulls his way forward. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks are on the move.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He wants to throw here on second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got it in the middle. It's Loveland. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Got a man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time. Made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Washington. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Green. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the 1st down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward, having a better understanding of the situation in game.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Time to take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To throw, it's Green. Fires left. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the 1st. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown!